Hi everybody, my name is Christina and I'm also known as the Cozy Knitter, and you can find me online at Instagram and Ravelry, and I'm gonna make sure to put the links down below so you can find me easily. And I just wanted to pop up on here again and record just a short episode for you, just like last week, and just to sort of catch up on all of the fun that is Advent. So if you didn't watch last week's episode, then I'll just let you know that this year I came out with a 24 stripe skein of yarn, so it's intended for socks, and everybody has been knitting on this. Now the idea was everybody would cast on December 1st, and you can knit one stripe or more every day leading up to Christmas, so that on Christmas Day you would have a fresh pair of socks. So I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who did purchase a skein, and thank you so much to everybody who's participating and who's using the hashtag. It is so much fun for me to follow that hashtag and see how far along everybody is and the patterns you've chosen. Like there's some that are just plain vanilla, there's some with little pearl ridges, there's some with lace, some with cables, and it's just been really a lot of fun for me. You come up with this idea, like months ago I came up with this idea and I put it out there and everybody started getting excited about it, and then I would dye all these many skeins and ship them out. But now is sort of the reward where I get to see everybody knitting it and talking about it, and it sort of reveals itself to everybody, because while I did obviously dye up color samples and did some swatching and stuff, then this is the first time that I've seen it knit, so that's been a lot of fun for me. And I'm really enjoying seeing how some people are really strict about only knitting one stripe every day, treating it like a true Advent calendar. Others have done the math to figure out how many stripes they need to be knitting every day in order to get a full pair of socks for Christmas, and others are just throwing caution to the wind and just knitting. And I think I saw my first pair finish today. I think somebody posted their first pair, or somebody posted a pair. It was the first one that I have seen that's finished. That's not to say anybody else haven't done it, because there certainly are some out there that have gotten quite the head start. So let me start off with that. I will just show you how far along I am. And I was knitting one at a time. I started with my cuff, which is a gold stellina undyed yarn. It's just plain. And then I have been knitting about one stripe a day. So this is where I'm at. I cast on the second one, so they're both at the same spot. So I've had a lot of fun with this, and really enjoying it, and I'm already plotting next year's colorway. And I think I mentioned last week on the podcast that, I keep calling it a podcast, it's just like a little episode to catch you up on this, but anyways, I think I mentioned last week that I will definitely be doing this next year. The 2019 Advent listing is in my shop. It's just right on the main page of the shop. And if you click on it, then you can put your email address in to be notified when it will be in stock. So I'm not selling pre-order spots yet. It's just on there so that you can be notified. And there's like 300 people that have signed up already, which is just so crazy, guys. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. So I'm already plotting the colorway and trying to come up with an idea of where I want to take it next year. And I'm so happy that so many of you guys are excited about it and want to make this a new tradition for you. I know that a calendar like the striping skein, it can be a more affordable price point than the full-fledged mini calendar skein or mini skein calendars. So I'm glad to be able to offer that for you, and I hope that we can make it a tradition. It's really a lot of fun. So this is where I'm at. I am just on my 8th stripe. The blue one I think is number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So I'm keeping pace. I do intend on getting some extra rows on it this weekend, because I would like to have them done for Christmas, but I'm trying to sort of pace myself not to spoil the surprise for anybody. I am posting some spoilers in my Instagram stories, but I haven't posted any on my feed, I think. Okay, that's it. And then the other Advent option that I offered this year was a mini skein calendar. and I only did a dozen of them. So there's not that many of you guys that have them, but for those of you who do, I wanted to just show up because I have been knitting up my squares. So I think I showed this one off last week. This one here was December 1st. And then this purple was December 2nd, which I had knit last week, but I put it in the wrong spot, so I had to take it out and re-knit it here. This was December 3rd. It is a very pink tonal. There's like a few splecks of like red in there, and there's some little white spots. It's a lot of fun. This one here was December 4th. It's nice minty cool blue-green color. And then this is December 5th. It's like it's pink and white with little specks of like a mint. I don't know if they're really showing up there. Most of them are right here. And then I knit this one was December 6th. Oh, it's the tail. December 6th. And I'm just getting ready to put the 7th in, which is this color. It's a gray, half white, and in the white there is all these little flecks of red and I think it's blue, red and blue. Oh, there's some green in there too. So that's going into my blanket next. I'm really proud of myself for keeping up with that. I didn't think I was going to be able to, but it turns out, you know what, sitting down for just a few minutes every day, I like to try to knit the stripe of my socks in the morning, and then the square I sit and knit in the evening after we're just relaxing after the kids have gone to bed. So it's been really nice and really manageable. So I'm glad to be putting those minis into my, what I hope to be a blanket and not just like a pillow cover, because I mean, this is all I got. It's really, really tiny, but I'm plugging away on it. So one day it will be a blanket. It may be a day in the very distant future, but it will be a blanket one day. And then also, I did encourage you to start using, if you haven't been already, I know a lot of you have, start using the hashtag TCK Advent 2018 if you are posting about either the calendar or the self-striping skein, because I will be pulling some winners. I'm going to pull one just in a minute, but my thought is that I'm going to pull one every week, and if you are the winner, then you can choose between either an in-stock skein, and I'll show you what's going to be going into the shop Sunday, which is the second Sunday of Advent. I'm going to do one update every Sunday for December. You can choose one of those in-stock skeins, or you can choose to receive the 2019 Advent skein. So your name will be put on the pre-order list, and it will be one of the first skeins to go out. So winner's choice. And I was going to use this random picker. There was this generator on the internet that you could plug in a hashtag, and then they would just choose a random post with that hashtag. But apparently Instagram is not letting people do this anymore. So I've got my phone, and I'm just going to pull up the hashtag, and I am just going to scroll through it and pick a random one. And as long as it's not my own picture, that is going to be the winner. And just waiting for all of them to load here. And each week I'll pull from the same pool of pictures. So if you have been posting every day, you'll have 24 chances by the end of the knit along. And if you only post once in a while, that's fine too. But I will be picking from all of the entries throughout. So as long as it's not one of my own, or like, you know, something that has nothing to do with it, then that's going to be the winner. So let's see here. No, I can't get a picture. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the winner is, let's see if there's a name, Amanda. Her name is Amanda. Sweet Skein o' Mine. I don't know if this will show up there, kind of, yeah. Okay, so you are going to be the winner for the first week. So if you are Amanda, please message me. You can direct message me on Instagram, or you can email me at Christina@thecozyknitr.com, and just let me know that you are the winner, and whether you prefer an in-stock skein that I will ship out to you next week, or if you would prefer to be the first person to be guaranteed a 2019 Advent skein. I'm just gonna take a picture of that so I don't forget. So, congratulations, and I hope the rest of you will want to participate and have fun with it and show off all of your knits, because truly that is the most rewarding part of having sent out these skeins. Like I mentioned last week, I had intended to send like 2 or 3 dozen, like 50-ish skeins at most, and I thought that would have been fun, and there is well over 400 of them that went out. So that is, this is really exciting for me, really, really exciting. And this weekend on Sunday, I'm gonna have a little shop update, and last week on Sunday I did a little update as well, and there was only 3 colorways in the update. This week there's a couple more, but last week I released a new colorway. I did a little name suggestion box on my Instagram stories to try and get it named, but this is it. Ooh, okay, the ball just ran away. Sorry about that. This is my new lumberjack colorway, and it was listed in the shop last week, and I had a very small amount pre-dyed. I have been very busy this week dyeing up more because there were so many people that were interested, and they were gone in a minute what I actually had dyed up. So I went in, I put up some pre-orders, so all the pre-order skeins are dyed, and they're going to be shipped out. They'll be going out with orders from this Sunday, on Monday and Tuesday. And then I also dyed it up. I dyed another, some more for this weekend, for Sunday, and I dyed it on tweed. I don't have it to show off, it hasn't been reskeined yet, but Lumberjack, which is this colorway, it will be available on Bliss, which is my regular basic 80/20 superwash merino nylons sock base, so it'll be available on Bliss, and it'll also be available on my tweed base. Speaking of, there's a couple of other colorways that are going in the shop. One of them is my gingerbread colorway, which has been, I think this is its 3rd or 4th year that it will be in the shop, and this week it's going to be available on 3 bases. So I'll just show you here. Let's see, here they are. So this is gingerbread on tweed. So it's 80% superwash merino and 20% tweed, and I really like it. I think I'm gonna knit a pair in this. I will also have it on my Luxe base, which is an MCN. It is an 80-10-10, so 80% superwash merino and 10% cashmere and 10% nylon. And last but not least, it will be on Glitz, which is 84% superwash merino and 16% gold stellina. I think the stellina is showing off just a little bit, but it's quite shimmery. This week it will not be on the Bliss base. Unfortunately, I didn't get that dyed up, but gingerbread will be going in the shop, and there'll be quite a bit of it. I will also have Holly Jolly. Last week I did have Holly Jolly on the Bliss base. This week I'm going to have it on the Glitz base. So this is again superwash merino and gold stellina, and Holly Jolly has the option between a red or the green mini. And then I'm sure you guys all know the Grocery Girls, but I happened to note it. I happened to be watching their podcast this morning, and they were talking about this colorway, which is my Hygge colorway. This is it on Bliss. They showed it off on Glitz, and this was a colorway that I came out with, I think it was last fall. I did a collaboration with Sandy from By the Lakeside, and we did a bag and yarn combo, and this was the yarn that I dyed up for that collaboration, and it was very, very popular. So this colorway is coming back in the shop this week. It will be available on 3 bases, and I have 2 of them to show off here. It will be on Bliss. No, sorry, it will be on Glitz, which is the gold stellina. I will not have it on Bliss either, but I will have it on the gold stellina base, and it will be available on Luxe. This is the first time I've ever dyed it on Luxe, which is the MCN. So it'll be on Luxe in limited quantities. It will also be on the tweed base in limited quantities. And what other colorways do I have? Oh, I have Joyful, which again was a collaboration I did 2 Christmases ago. It might have been even 3 Christmases ago. A collaboration between myself, Amanda of Yarn Enabler, it was a kit that we did, and our friend Shauna from Treadle and Twine, and she had done a little bag. So the colorway was based off of the fabric that we used for the bag, which Shauna made, and then Amanda did a fun gradient. I want to say it was DK or worsted weight, and then I did a self-striping skein, and there's like a nice sort of berry red, there is a like fuchsia, there's a pink and a green and a gray in it. So it's a really, really lovely colorway, and it will be on, I know I dyed it up on Shimmer, which is my silver Stellina base. I can't remember. I don't think I dyed it up on Bliss either. I had a little bit of a yarn shortage this week where I ran out of Bliss. It has been rectified. I just got a huge order in the door the other day. I just didn't have enough time to dye up anything up for it for this week's update. But that will be happening on Sunday. Last week I did it at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that worked out really well for me, and I think it works out for quite a few time zones. It works out obviously for North America, which is where I am, and it will work out quite well for Europe. So I think we're going to stick with that again for this Sunday. Like I said, I will be doing another update in another week. So if you have any requests or suggestions to what colorways you would like to see in the shop, please comment down below, and I will do my best to get them those dyed up for you. And also, if there's a better time of day that would work better for you, let me know, because like I said, it's hard to, there's no perfect time to have an update and it work for everyone. But certainly I want to offer some different time slots if that helps you guys. So this week it will be Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and next weekend let me know what time on Sunday would work good for you, and what colorways you would like to see, and I'll do the best that I can. And other than that, Christmas preparations are in full swing around here. You can see some of my little Christmas decorations are starting to pop up. There's a couple of them sitting around. These are little sort of gnomes that I get a set of these every year. They are Danish. So this one here is the 2009 design. See, the company name is called Trip Trap, and they release a couple of these, like, oh, can you see this little butt crack? They release a set of these every year, and I usually have my mom pick them up and mail them to me because I really like them, and I have a lot of them. I don't know where I'm gonna find room for many more. This weekend, my husband and I are going to take the kids out and to the tree farm, and we're going to go get our tree and decorate that, and then I gotta start making some more decorations and get that up around the house. So Christmas is coming and I'm super excited, and I just again want to say thank you to everybody who has been participating in my Advent knit along. I really appreciate it, and it's so much fun for me to watch your knitting, and I hope you'll continue posting all of your works in progress and your finished objects using the hashtag so that I can follow along. Thanks, guys.